Ooh. Oh, my stuff isn't working. I was like, why isn't my thing running? Quiet. Sound doesn't. It does this weird thing where it turns off or on audio enhancements. There we go. Well, you have to toggle the audio enhancements to make it work. Anyway, I'm gonna run an ad break on Twitch, which I normally don't do. See if that does anything for me. And we're gonna do dailies. Hello, Red Space. Call me crazy. I think Hinterland Harbor sees more play than this random renown card. I do like Justice. The Bon. You evil elk, that message was evil. What message was evil? Hi, elk. Are you an elk because you love Oko? Because you love elks? Why not both? Jisky, thanks for the tier 1. You go with... Ooh, this is tough. Is it dog shit dragon or dog shit merfolk? But it's also a rogue. Ah, bummer. Let's go with bird. Really? That's a fiend artisan moment. I got a pop-up message or Moxfield was mentioned that led to your stream. Exactly. Get fucking farmed, idiot. Whoa, warp devotion is crazy. I got the Blight Recon and it's cool how many cards from Lorwyn Eclipse work with it. The Blight mechanic is so sick. Yeah, for sure. Legendary creature. You may look at... you may cast... No. Doesn't Jens, or whatever their name is, not have a static? And I think their activated ability is 1 tap. So I don't think so. And it's not a gold card, so it's not Selesnya. Mono green. Hmm. Look at the top 2 cards of your library You may EXILE XILE. No. Look at the top number cards of your library. You may be a reveal. Yeah, REVEAL a CREATURE from those cards. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Okay, so Steinred, thank you for getting a deck review for next week. But so it reveals, it lets you look at the top cards and then put one into play. And the rest go on the bottom. This is loot. Okay, try hard mode. The first line of text is the extra land drop text. It's a land. It's a bounce land. There's just Karu. Okay, great. Ooh. With a liter of beer. That's what pushes it over the edge for me. I normally don't like hot dogs that much. Okay, call me crazy. Deep fried spaghetti and meatball fries. Loaded chicken fries or the Bahama Mama, which is one of the worst hot dogs I've ever seen. Is today just hot dog always loses? Is that the theme of today? So it's a hot dog on this side, so the cheesy chips must be the winner. No, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. That does not look like a 21%er, chat. That does not look that bad. Grow up. Dude, the hating on British food is taken to a new extreme. Like, yes, the slider box is better than this, but like, come on. Give me the buff special. The flavor of New York. Free hot dog, please. Chicken kebab. Okay, the only one I got wrong was because I misidentified what kind of day it was going to be. Because hot dog that lost. Hot dog that lost. Okay, I guess there wasn't a hot dog here. I'm stupid. Hot dogs that won. Okay, yeah, no. So maybe I should have picked that one. I'm a silly idiot. Yes, so if I'm right, by the way, we have 2 slots left for, or 3 slots left for next Sunday. And we also have all 6 slots available for next Tuesday. So keep that in mind, viewers, as you watch today's beautiful deck review stream. Okay, so do we have... Jet, I think we have chat. I think I saw you in chat. Hey, you prime subbed or something. No, that was J-Ski. Hello, Jet. It imported correctly. Beautiful. Game plan is to make tokens early so that Perry can convoke into historic creatures that can make more historics. Currently, the theory crafting playtest step was not wanted to not. Hang on, wait. Currently, in the theory crafting / playtest step, wanted to not, but this deck before smoothing out. Am I having a stroke or am I reading this wrong? Save me. Elk, I built your Carmelo list and fucking love it, but I didn't recognize all the plays and killed myself by decking myself like an idiot. Regardless, I've been loving your use of cycling spells and have started to look towards my other lists as they fit for fixes and utility. Thanks for all the vids and tips. Yeah, no, cycling is insanely broken. I didn't want to buy the deck. Okay. Thank you, autocorrect. I say. No budget or set restriction, playtesting, all that. During playtesting on Forge, I had problems where I didn't have a finisher or enough tokens to convoke with. I also had problems finding good historic copy targets, so any of those could be good. I see. So I remember having someone who sent in a 6 Doctor deck. It was a really cute deck where they had like an altar of like their grandparents as the partners. It was really funny. And their big finisher was God, what's the name of the stupid fucking card? XX blue green, and then you can make X copies of things. Doppelgang. So you could doppelgang, but you are a historic deck, so that's a little bit more awkward. Because a lot of shit is legendary. Wow, I really don't like this card. What is this for? I'm very confused by this. Green monk token. Oh, I guess we're... Why is that better than a mana dork? I'm very confused by this. I guess Adrix and Nev double it. And so does Mondrak. But at that point, you already have a token doubler out. Isn't it already late game? It's funny. I don't know if it's better than just a dork. It's twice as much mana. Like, at what point do you just run like a dork that taps for 2 green? Like, those exist. If a creature died this turn, that feels a little hard to enable. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to cut all your ramp. Or at least all your bad ramp. I like these ramps a lot. I don't like Hail of Fountain as a win. I think there's... If you have 15 creatures on board, there's better ways to win. There's just better ways to win. Okay, so... Not a big fan of Moonshaker Cavalry. I just stick with Craterhoof. You're good. So That being said, though, have you ever thought about Elishnorn? Elishnorn is a historic permanent. All right, so I'm diagnosing you with token issues, and what this is going to translate into is Jackrabbit. So you're Jack now. Who is that motherfucker? You don't know about Jacked Rabbit? It's the truth. Jacked Rabbit is a beautiful card. Ooh. It's a beautiful card that makes so many tokens. Other token generators. Probably Adeline. Adeline's already in. Beautiful. Great job. We need more bodies to convoke with. So let's do okay, I don't really like Raise the Alarm. There's just so many better options than that. I think I'm gonna hit you with all the copper coats. Are you only doing reviews for people who signed up for them on your Discord? So no, the way that this works is you need to sign up through the coffee, or you can either do it through coffee, or you can get one for free through channel points. Not only does coffee keep it more organized, it's also a way to help me out. Okay, anyway, call the copper coats in, Will of the Mardu in. Yeah, and if you get a review, it'll be for next week. So it'll be for Sunday next week or Tuesday next week. Anyway, here's Will of the Mardu. We might have too many lands. You can believe it. So anyway, Will the Mardu, call the copper coats. They both just explode your board for free. For once, the deck has too many. Yeah. Right now we're at 41 if you count Lauren Revealed, which I do. And in fact, I might even cut this down to 39. And we might just run a Traverse. Oop, Traverse the Uvenwald. Search library for basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. This is a tap land. Or it's any creature or land in your deck. Up to you. You play it later. Because, let's face it, you will be kind of playing it later. In fact, I'm going to put a talisman in. So Talisman of Curiosity and Arcane Signet as ramp cards. Because not only are they historic, but they are different card types, which does matter for Delirium. Forest out. Plains out. Bridge. Just add a couple artifact lands. They're tap lands, but really it's rather fine. It's with big greedy value decks like this, you really don't notice tap lands that much. And the more fixing is actually probably really good for you too. Just because you are very basic heavy. Okay, so Archdruid Charm's very optimistic. I like Traverse more here. All right, so we have 6 slots to play with now. Let's focus on token generators. O token, type legendary. Token generators that are legendary. And in fact, we can sort this by MV. Reese is so expensive. I don't like Chain Remover that much. Hate to say it. Not a big fan of Chain Remover. Draw your second card each turn. I don't know how frequently that happens. We need beautiful creature token generators. Ooh, Brigand would be very strong in this deck. Comes with a Dork Idiot and then flips into Gaia's Cradle. Like, yeah, it seems pretty good. Aura Mutation is so weird because I'll have games where I just don't see an enchantment all game. Or if I do see an enchantment, it's like a fucking Seal of Cleansing. And you're not blowing that up. Okay, there's not really a lot of other legendary token generators, are there? And that's beautiful, you know. It's okay. You could do like an Appa. Appa wouldn't be that bad. Speaking of which, Arasta wouldn't be that bad either, huh? Although your commander is 4 mana, so that is a little awkward to have an overlap there. Oh, you can do Torrens. Torrens is a really good option here. I think a Clever Concealment is in your future. Just because I'm imagining this, all right? Turn 4, okay, you go Avacyn's Pilgrim. Turn 2, you go Torrens. Turn 3, you go Perry Brown. You have 4 creatures now. Someone goes kill Perry Brown. You go, Clever Concealment, tapping my 4 creatures exactly. Next turn, you go like Jacked Rabbit for 0. Make another token off of Torrens. Okay, great. Tap the rest of my mana. Here's Elesh Norn Grand Cenobite. Hold up negate. Like, that works. Also, if you're going to run Utopia Sprawl, you have to run Arbor Elf. Okay, Jet, you can watch the VOD for everything I just said, because I'm not going to do that to the other 60 people watching, but... But I added Torrens, basically, is the long and short. Torrens and Clever Concealment both came in. Yeah, Arbor Elf is stupid. All right, let's add Malevolent Rumble. And it might be worth it to grapple with the past. There's a couple of self-mill cards that get you Delirium really quick. All right, this is an unkeepable hand. This is a very keepable hand, but we don't have green. No green, no ball. This is keepable. All right, so we're going to throw back. Probably just traverse the Uvenwald. Green, Utopia Sprawl. Choose blue. Yeah, I like blue here. Let's hold up Dovin's veto. Oh, you can choose any of your colors, though. I guess we're doing white. White feels good. Hey. Growing Rights of Shitlamok. Summon Knights of Round. One, two, three, four. Harry Brown. Next turn. Here's Brigid doing work. Brigid enters, makes a token. A Kithkin. The first historic spell. So that was our first historic spell. So might as well just do that, I guess. Then we don't have enough mana to flip this object yet. But next turn, it's our first main phase. We can flip Brigid now. And then we go tap to add 3 mana. 4, 5, 6. The 6th Doctor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mondrak. Crafts the Spork spell. Copy it. Except this one isn't legendary. Then you turn this over. Itlamok. Okay, now we have double Gaia's Cradle. Bridget only does every other. She doesn't count herself. Oh, okay, so we would have added 1 less mana there. My fault. Anyway. You kind of just win the game this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Elish Norn, you get a token copy, which gets you a token copy, which gets you a token copy. Is this right? Do you get 4 Elish Norns here? I don't like Arbor Elf and Multicolor because of Forest, but I guess good mana base, no problem. Yeah, exactly. If you have a good mana base, it's fine. 5 because of the original. 1 times 2 times 2 seems right to me. No, because they are spells. Ah, yeah, because it copies this one copies it on the stack. So Mondrak doesn't work the way you want to. Yeah, this doesn't work. It'll work for like Brigid, but it won't work for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just tap Brigid. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Summon Knights of Round. So this makes a lot of knights. Like even more than 6. It makes 12, right? We could have Adrix and Neved first, by the way, to make 24 more, because you get a token copy of Edrix and Nev when you cast it. And then you make 1,000,000 green. Like, this is a super keepable hand. Green birds. Plains. Talisman. Negate you. Stinking is stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stink. Perry Brown. Okay, you have too many token doublers, dude. I don't know how to break this to you. This deck does not need this many token doublers. No, streamer, we need to put them all in. It is a commander deck, you see. No. No, you don't need all of these. It doesn't even work with the commander. So O'Hare Tack out. I think it's one of the weaker ones. Elspeth out. I think it's one of the weaker ones. I think you can keep Adrix and Nev or Mondrak. I don't think you keep both. I'm gonna take out Mondrak actually. Yeah, twinning Steph could be funny. I don't like how twinning Steph kind of implies that you're already winning the game though. You already have a twinning, like you don't need 3 Elish Norns. If you have 2 Elish Norns, you're gonna win. I don't know if you know this or not. But that is the truth of the fact of the matter. So let's add more objects to this deck. So let's do like Felia. I like how Felia wombos with the War of the Last Alliance. I like Mondrak more because we can sack tokens to make it indestructible. Yeah, but the other one just comes with Ward too. All right, moving on. Is there like a good populate card? You can add the stupid nesting Dovehawk, right? Oh my god. Not that good. Do Rootborn defenses. Sunder and Growth. Nature's Lore. Mana's perfect. X2 Jackrabbit. 2, 3, 4. Perry Brown. Swing with Jackrabbit. Add 3 rabbits to the board. Could we have tapped differently? No, I don't think so. Anyway, pass. You can convoke Felia. Okay, and then here you go. 1, 2. Yeah, blue, green. 1, 2. Adrix and Nev. Green 1. Malevolent Rumble. Get 2 Eldrazi spawn back. Which can convoke and sacrifice themselves, by the way. Get Torrens. Combat, swing with Jackrabbit. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rabbits. Counterspell. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Yeah, 6. The 6th Doctor. So I guess you can invoke this one. That's 4, 5, 6. Okay. Or 5, 6. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Toski. Get a token copy of Toski. Swing with all these rabbits. You'll probably lose half of them. But the other half get through. Draw like 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great news. You drop an island. You now have Dovin's Veto up. Like, this feels really good. You have counter magic up. All that fun stuff. The Seeker's Chariot in the deck. A Seeker's Chariot wouldn't be bad for sure. Just a little awkward because it is a 4-drop. Right? I like the token generators to not be 4-drops because Perry Brown is the 4-drop. Anyway, I fail to see any issues with the deck right now. That, like, both the playtest there felt insanely good. So, great job. Thank you, Jet. We have Jezza here. I will not be at the stream. I'm purely a YouTube watcher. Okay. Yes. I'm pushing you to the back. You will be done last. I will likely not be at the stream, but I will try. I'm going to push this one to the back now. Do we have Jude, though? Patron. Jude. Okay. Our bar. With a Cecil Dark Knight deck, wholly based. You have Harbar. Hi, Elk. Are you Habar? Or are you just saying hi? In which case, hi. Nope, just saying hi. Okay, so no Habar. Push Habar to the back. Jose. AKA Baby Cabbage. Hey, all right. We can start with the Flubs deck here. Okay, so the game plan is to make the most consistent, non-deterministic combo deck possible. The Prime explains it better, but it plays best off the top. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going non-deterministic combo Flubs. Beautiful. You know your lane. You're flourishing, right? We need Uruth. Uruth is non-negotiable. Is there a restriction here that says we can't have Uruth? There's no card that I wouldn't add besides the $1 billion CDH mana staples. I'm always open to a few suggestions. Favorite card in the deck is a Lurin with a strong second place Uba Mask. There's a rule 0 for the deck, though, before the game starts. You have to walk outside and hit at least 2 blinkers. Using your brain will hold you back. Okay, that makes sense. Uruth. You need Uruth. Okay, thank God she's in. I'm an idiot. I didn't see her. Hello, Uruth. Uruth is the thing that keeps Flubs alive. Okay, I hate Containment Construct. Just cannot stand that card. Wow, that card's weird. Yeah, food chain isn't a non-deterministic combo. That's true. However, etc. However, stop thinking so hard, man. You didn't hit the 2 blinkers before you got in the chat. Okay, I really don't know if I like Elodomri here. Normally, I'm in love with Elodomri. Here's the thing. Elodomri does not let you play lands. That is really bad with flubs. Like, Courser is even also iffy. I do love Augur, though. I don't think you have a better option than Augur. And I think trying to run multiple of her is actually kind of a bad idea. I think what we need to be doing is just, like, fucking tutoring for Ruth as hard as possible. Not a big ramen up enjoyer. Reality chip, maybe? Mm. Mm. Okay, let's do, Ooh, I don't even know if I like Scape Shift. It's for Valakut. Okay, that makes sense. It's just that how many mountains are we running? 10. We need Dryad. Okay, this is another reason to have Imperial Recruiter. We need another Imperial Recruiter. I like the Cheerios idea. Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact only gets green creatures. Like, Worldly I could probably get behind. I probably like that more than Glacial. I was considering Prismatic Omen. Doesn't Prismatic Omen not do what you want it to? No, it does. I'm just dumb. No, but Imperial Recruiter does it better because you can just go get Dryad. Time of Need. This lets you get Aruth as well. Pact of Negation. No, you don't want counter spells though. The issue with counter spells is that it's really awkward to draw one and then you just can't cast it. So instead, you should probably do something like Heroic. So probably a Heroic. I think like maybe a Sereth. Decisive Denial would be fine, yeah. I'm just thinking about like Hexproof Granters instead. Like, I like Sereth. Sereth's really annoying. Yeah, this has like a lot of weird combo angles. So like we have Brain Freeze, Breach. What's the mana generation for this though? You just do like a Lurin stuff. Unsubstantiate. Unsubstantiate's funny. I like that card a lot. Deal another hand. Playtest. Draw. Nah, just drop turn 2 Aetherflux Reservoir. Clubs. Then says, oh, play to later cast spell, draw a card if you have no cards ahead. Otherwise, discard a card. Discard Scape Shift. Discard Shadow of the Goblin. Ooh, this is awkward. Draw a card, put this on top. Blue, green, Doc Arlock, or Labman. Baby Cabbage. The issue was a lot less that and a lot more. We were about to pitch, like, why are we running bounce creatures in this deck? I get it's just horrific anti-synergy, isn't it? Hear me out. There's nothing to hear out, dude. This sucks. This sucks. Look at the position we're in right now. With Flubs out and Alurin. Yeah, exactly. Incorrect. You're having a false thought, bro. You can mill your whole deck. Crazy. That's great. What if your Laboratory Maniac's not already in play? Can I run that past you, genius? Then you weren't destined to win. See, look, that's like what I'm saying is like, I don't think Alurin's cooking here. This ain't cooking. You are not cooking. Is this okay to do? I'm even gonna cut Labman. I don't think you need it. Are we cool with what just happened, or do you want me to put him back? I'm open to all suggestions. Okay, great. I suggest not running cards that shit in your commander's mouth. That's my recommendation. Okay, great. We can run like Llanowar Elves or Utopia Sprawl. We're gonna get Delirium very regularly. Traverse. Halfling? Yeah, Delighted Halfling. Really good recommendation. Okay, this is super keepable. Bountiful Landscape. Fetch. Forest. Next turn. Forest. Red. Party Thrasher. Free combat main phase. You may discard a card. I'm good. Valakut. Fergie. Next turn. Missing land drop is tough. However, we could discard exile top 2 cards. You may choose one, even play that card this turn. Yes, so let's discard Molten Gatekeeper. We want it in the graveyard anyway. Exile top 2. We may choose one of them. I'm going to choose Desperate Ritual. 1 red. Desperate Ritual. Get a red mana back. 1, 2, 3. Valakut Exploration. Get 1 red mana back. Damn, pass, I guess. Brother. Let's discard Port of Calling. 1, 2. Wow, this is really cool. Having a great time right now. I think we just win. And then you go red, unearth this to win. And even before you do that, you can time of need for any creature in your deck. Burrow. I'm growing wary of your mana base. We had no blue last time. We have no blue this time. Okay, now we have a good hand. Am I just unlucky? You do have a lot of basics. At the Pain lands. Florian. Boop boop. Doc. I don't think you go for flubs when you have Song of Creation in your hand. Two, three, four. Song. Land drop one. Draw a card. Holy shit. Land drop number two. Do I want to draw this? I think I just want to leave this on top. Yeah, discard my hand. About to fucking win here. Breach. We draw two cards. Wait. Song's broken. Storm count's only like 2, right? Oh, this costs 1 less. I think Storm counts 2 right now. We cast the Breach that turn. And we cast Brain Freeze. Yes. Okay, Brain Freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to go 1, 2, 3. No, we need to go 1, 2, 3 for Brain Freeze. Mill 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We should draw 2 cards. Forest, draw a card. Aetherflux. The issue is you don't have LED. Shadow the Goblin is kind of bad, isn't it? Okay, here's what I don't like about Shadow the Goblin. I do think this card within a food chain deck is just worse than Unstable Amulet. Because Unstable Amulet actually cantrips. And the other one doesn't. At least this is a cantrip, you know? Lotus Petal. I do like Lotus Petal. Can I convince you to pay $5 million for a Lion's Eye Diamond? Perchance. It would be really good with Breach. Might be a little CDHy, no? This is a bracket 4 deck. I would not call this a 3, so you can do whatever you want it for. Okay, here's a hand that Lorian revealed saves. Oh, hi, Dryad. Discard a card. Discard a card. Card a card. Oh my god. Discard a card. Ruth. We draw a card. Oh, there wasn't a land on top. That's so sad. 1 blue. Manipulate fate. Draw a card. Search library for 3 cards. Exile them. Mist Hollow Griffin. Squee. We exiled Eternal Scourge already. Draw a card. There's Empty the Warrens. Wooded Foothills off the top. Oh, that wasn't a spell. I think you want the Dryad? Nuh-uh. You have too many attachments, man. Dink. Well, here's Eternal Scourge, here's Mist Hollow, here's Squee. Now let's go Island. Blue-green, Doc Arlock. Uba Mask. Desperate Ritual. Green, green, green. 1, 2, 3. Word of Calling. X is 3. Fergie. Soul Ring. Squee. You have too many attachments. Bro's a Sith. Yeah. Okay. What if you ran Phyrexian Altar? And then you just like, stormed off with creatures. Okay, I'm not vibing with the Memory Worm. The issue is your mana generation. You just don't have a lot of like mana going on. So how do we resolve this issue of generating mana? I think the answer is first Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal 6 is a combo. And Lotus Petal, it's not like a combo, but it's a really strong synergy. And also Lotus Petal Underworld Breach is also really good. Ooh, what if I put you on Omnishow? Wait, hang on. Omniscience. Shifting Woodland. So you have Shifting Woodland. Well, okay, Omniscience is not an issue. You just discard it during a flub's turn. Like, you still have cards in your hand. You go, okay, discard it to Song of Creation, discard it to flubs. In future, you go, traverse the Uvenwald. I have Delirium. I have enchantment, artifact, creature, land in my graveyard. Traverse the Uvenwald. Get Shifting Woodland. Woodland enters play. You play it. You then make it into Omniscience. Then you just spam your deck. You can scape shift for it. Yeah, crop rotation would be really good. I appreciate this orb. I don't think I'm getting the vision. Playtest. Draw. Forest. Birds. 1, 2, 3. Clubs. Next turn. Dink. Discard a card. Dink, dink, dink. Boop. Discard a card. Bink. Discard a card. Oh, wait. Other order. Dink. This is for Delirium. Turn. Okay, there's still a land on top. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Scape shift. Discard a card. Oh, but we're going to shuffle, sadly. But anyway, shifting. Woodland. Commercial district. Other surveil land. Splendid Reg / Aftermath Analyst? No. Those aren't worth running. Not in this current list, anyway. Surveil 1, top. Surveil 1, top. Wooded Foothills, draw a card. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Alright, let's get Surveil. Actually, wait, I think you keep Wooded Foothills around. And the reason why is if you draw a non-land, and there's not a land here, but there is a land here, so we're fine. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, Iruth, card Song of Creation, play this off the top with Augur, and then now we are off to the races. Exile. Or, well, we can see the top card right now, and we don't want an island, so let's crack Wooded Foothills for Stomping Ground. Then we exile 2. Beautiful. We love exiling Eternal Scourge. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we can't do anything else, so we might as well play Eternal Scourge. Okay. Next turn. Yavimaya. Oh, well, we exiled the top 2. Yavimaya. Utopia Sprawl. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X is 3, Court of Calling. Probably Azusa. Exotic Orchard. Reverse. Well, we exiled top 2 first. We just do Dock. Next. Ooh. I don't think we have another land drop. That's okay. We can just go infinite, right? Actually, wait. Yeah, we go infinite here. Because this costs 2 less. Exile Eternal Scourge. Ding, 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 ding. Get Bergie in play with the food chain mana, and then with the Bergie mana, you can play Aether Flux. There you go, you win. All right, great. Yeah, this looks good. Working like a charm. Thank you for sending in a silly flub stack. All right, Zane. Whoa! I love Tormod. Flubs is definitely interesting. The best commander of the 2020s. I'm not sure about that. All right, Red Space. I see you're in YouTube chat. Hello, hello. My name is Zane, and I just uploaded my newest version to Moxfield. Currently no card selection or restriction, but I'd like to see a couple pet cards in the list. This is my originally bracket 3 deck, dropped to a bracket 2 deck. Rule 0, Field of the Dead, or trade it out. The goal is that I started brewing this and I like zombies, but I hated aristocrats. And okay, so I have such great news for you. I have brewed with Tormod so fucking much, and I have all the spicy tech. You are about to be given the best deck review of all time. Okay, no, you already have my suggestion in here. I don't know if you just came across this parallel to me, or if you were also, if I mentioned this on a podcast or something. But Tortured Existence, Gem Palm Polluter, Tormod is hilarious. Where you go end step, discard Gem Palm, and then you can then return Gem Palm with Tortured Existence. After cycling it, you get a zombie every time. Okay, I hate Roaming Throne. This is awesome. Ghost Vacuum's already kicking around. Raven's Crime, Sign in Blood. This is funny. This is evil. I can definitely help you with that. You already have Teleria West, but I can help you more. I can appreciate repay. Not a big fan of that, just like one-off kind of card. I don't know if I'm feeling retrace here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Minions Murmurs. It feels like the worst one you're running. 2 mana make 3 zombies just isn't worth it. Rotten Reunion's better. This is 3 mana make 4 zombies, which I like quite a bit. Look, Phyrexian Furnace is actually really good in this deck. I'm just gonna save you from the Graveyard Order Police. Not a big fan of Crucible. Rings also has me weirded out. This just seems annoying. Yeah, that's my issue too, is I don't think there's a lot of ways here to fill the graveyard. And I would kind of like to get that going. Rings is for the mana base. Oh, so you're like fetch landing and then ringsing? I don't know if I like that much. I'm happy to see Stubborn Denial already in. I think what I want from you... We have Expedition Map, World Map, Trinket Mage. Larry West, Urza's Cave? Okay, great. You already have every land tutor that I'm kind of thinking about. Like, I think that ring stuff is too slow still. Okay. I like Shadowkin. I think that's the name of the card. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. You may exile a creature card from among the cards milled this way. If you do, Shadowkin becomes a copy of that card, except it has this ability. And it has flash, so you can hold up your counter magic. So everyone mills 3. Like, seems pretty good. Oh, Barrowgwaif is such a good addition. Yeah, you're 100% right. Best part about Barrowgwaif, too, is it works really well with Nano Gene conversion. Do we have a better version of Nano Gene, by the way? Like, don't we have, like, an instant speed version of this effect now? Am I stupid? I do not like Perpetual Timepiece. Holy shit, dude. When did it get this expensive? It doubled in price since I made my video about it. I'm so happy I bought mine already. Weird to see Sign and Blood, but not Night's Whisper. Frantic Search is already in. I do like Occult Epiphany. This card, do not sleep on it, is so good. Perplex goes and grabs. Yeah, there isn't a lot that Perplex gets besides like Trick Your Mage. Just a counter spell though. Is Netherglyph too expensive to justify? No, Netherglyph is broken and should go in every deck forever. Anyway, here's a Cult Epiphany. This is a cheap banger. You have a decent card type spread. This is a Wonder deck, by the way. Normally Wonder I don't really like in decks, but here I think Wonder is completely justifiable. That being said, I do think maybe we should go down things like Lonely Sandbar. Really not a fan of Evolving Wilds after we've taken out the ramp. Seems so slow. Oh, but we do have a spread of card types, don't we? If you want to keep the island count, you can run like Moonring. The tapped island. Is Enduring Curiosity good here? Not really. It's only good when Wonder's out. We don't have flying normally, otherwise. I've been very impressed, by the way, with cards in Farrakha with Convoke. And there's a lot of really good black Convoke kill spells. Hi, Crowcore Games. Thank you. Int for pink for Prime Sub. Feaster of Fools is funny. Hoarding. Wait. Mob is so unplayable now because you have Lethal Scheme and you also have the Surveil 2 Pylon. Saw in half. Okay, great. You now have Saw in half and Hoarding Broodlord. All right, let's play test. I would keep this. I would keep this hand. We have so many looks at Island. Move to discard, Tolarian Winds. There's 3 tree. There's Icyore. Mod. Zombie. No, let's keep Frantic Search around. I don't think we just want to pitch it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Wonder's in our graveyard. Very good. Pick up Brain Surge. Oop, Zombie. I think I would just pass here. Or, well, we play our land drop, but then we pass. Then you go black, Rotten Reunion. 1 black, Rotten Reunion. Next turn. That was on your end step, by the way. 1, 2, 3 Tree City. I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hang on. We got to do this first. I will bring back Tortured Existence. Okay. That makes another zombie. So, black. Tortured Existence. Or no. Black 1, 3 Tree City. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black. Blue. 1, 2. Frantic Search. Draw 2. Discard 2. Untap 3 lands. 1, 2, 3. 3 Tree City. Now make 7 blue. And in fact, we can actually make a lot more. So let's actually reverse that. So we can go Tortured Existence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we don't have a creature card in our hand. Foolish is the fool who assumes such things. Okay, so we can brain search and try and find a creature, I guess. One, two, three, four. Okay, great. We did it. So now we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black mana. 1, 2, 3, 4 White Lotus tile. 1, 2, 3. Repaying kind, draw 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 9. Draw 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4. Lethal scheme your object. We can vibe for each of those. So draw and discard, draw and discard, draw and discard, draw and discard. Now I'd keep Ghost Vacuum. Okay. Remove this mana, Ghost Vacuum. Black Tortured Existence back like Greatborn Muse. Card. Lich Lord of Unix. Or do we get rid of Noxious? Probably Noxious, actually. Okay. This deck feels fucking awesome, dude. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we win. I have a 5 bajillion mana going on here. And all the zombies have flying because Wonder's in the graveyard. So, is there any card here I don't necessarily agree with? Tolarian Winds, maybe. Maybe just get a looter in here like Malcolm. Is it over attached to cheesy artifacts then? I feel like games have been emptying my hand out too fast. Like, I don't know if I necessarily like Crook of Condemnation, for instance, but like everything else, like this all makes sense. The other artifacts I cut, I do think were a little too cheesy. Agatha's Soul Cauldron's also a little awkward. Although you do have a couple activated abilities, and it is just like free Grave Hate. Yeah, it's probably fine. I'd probably just go up more like filtering. Like Malcolm's in. Let's put Grand in. Like Grand's actually just kind of fine. This hand's near unkeepable. If it wasn't for Expedition Map, this hand would be away. Zombie druid. Zombie. Non-zombie creatures get -2/-2. Next turn. Think 1, 2, 3, 4. Distant Melody for zombie. Draw 4 cards. Barragoyf. Grappling Claws on your end step. -2/-2 to all zombie creatures again. Although, no, this tracks every graveyard. So, like, this is like a 3/4 or something. Like, conservatively, it's a 3/4. Next. Yeah, I think Coffers might be a bit too greedy for your deck. Okay. Man Tower. 2. 3 Tree City. Zombie, 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 zombie. So 6 zombie. One, 2. Draw. Shoot you in the head. One, 2, 3, 4. Pile on. Destroy your creature, surveil 2. Graveyard top. Grappling Claws. Make a zombie. Draw a card. 1, 2. Plunge. Pay like 10 life. Graveborn Muse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Graveborn Muse. Okay, this is a little awkward with the Noxious Ghoul. Tolaria West was already in. Isn't Black Overlord great here? Black Overlord is insane here. It is also kind of pricey. But yes. It's even more pricey than Barragoyf, but... Okay, no, it isn't as expensive as Barragoyf, so... Let's do Barragoyf. If you want, probably cut Grand for Barrow. Like, these two are so good. You can't draw 2 off Judgment and choose one they haven't chose. That you drew 2, silly. I think I drew off something else. Because I don't think no, I drew Zombie. I made Zombie token that turn. No, I didn't. Did I choose to draw a card twice? That's my fault. In which case, you just sack this instead. It's the same thing. I do think this is good to go. This is just finely built. Is Flux better than Winds or nah? Flux. I have no idea what Flux. What are we talking about with Flux? What is Flux? Each player discards any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Draw a card. This card? This card's bad. Each player may wheel? Ugh. Awful. No, Tolarian Winds is better than that card, for sure. Alright, Zane. Oh, this was yours. Haha. Good. We've already done Zane. Beautiful. We've did it. Thank you so much for getting a deck review. Your deck was sweet. Like, already really good. All right, Jess. Wait, do we have 2 Hope decks this month? Or this week? Okay, for a second, I thought we had 2 Hope decks. That was going to be hilarious. Okay, so Jess is the one who wasn't going to be at the stream. So once again, we're pushing you to the back, Jess. All right, no, because I will likely not be at the stream. So I'm going to put Jude at the back, unless Jude is here. Hi, Jude. Jude? Moving. And we also have Habar. Patron Red. That is a name I recognize. Because you go by patron. Yes. Okay, great. That works. Okay, great. Yeah. So we'll do Jude. I actually happen to be here, but only for the next 30 minutes. So yeah, we're going to do you right now. All right. The general game plan is to ramp Cross out on turn 3, get a draw engine as fast as possible, and selectively tap threats to put important board pieces at risk, divert large punches, and chip life totals into favorable positions. At the same time, I'm racing for the clock and either have a tutor for Sin or draw Reigns of Power to win the 1v1. While it's listed as bracket 2, it's decently optimized and is fine at bracket 3. I've tried to increase resiliency by putting more threatening, problematic permanents and that work broadly. Due to my introduction to Magic, I have a deep disgust for many staples and cards that generally see lots of play, but there are exceptions. I want to avoid cards on the Game Changers list, and I prefer unique but synergistic methods that can achieve stuff. There are 2 primary issues the deck has to it. Okay, so listen, I'm going to break this down for you hardcore. The coolest thing you could be doing with Cross is Wizard Cycling. Wizard Cycling with Cross is fucking hilarious, and the reason is Will Breaker. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, you gain control of that creature for as long as you control this creature. So, Will Breaker's hilarious with Cross, and I don't feel like I feel like my pod would actively murder for hammers for Will Breaker IRL, but it's really funny. Come on. Come on. If you don't want me to add Will Breaker, I won't add Will Breaker or anything. I'm just saying, Will Breaker opens this deck up to a lot of chicanery that becomes really stupid. Like, once you put Will Breaker and the Wizard Cycling package in, your deck becomes so much more resilient, and it explodes the game. And exactly, it dies to removal, so... I'll slap it in the maybe bird for the Hashidon abuser in the pod. Okay, great. So, hear me out. We're going to cut Lux Cannon. I get it works with proliferation stuff, right? But it's generally pretty slow. Support X. Okay, this card's fine. Wow, this card's actually really broken with the Will Breaker. Because you go X is like 5 and gain control of 5 target creatures. Holy shit. Come on, Will Breaker's so cool, Patron Red. Come on. It also works with this support. This generally feels pretty slow. I don't know if I like Broker's Ascendancy here. Legax, totally fine, understandable. Charity Circle. Wow, that's really good. This one's also pretty cute. Yeah, I don't know if I like Thrive as much. It's definitely fine. It just seems expensive. Once again, it seems expensive for its cost. Vivid Surge Insight. 5 mana to proliferate. Like, Tez's Gambit makes a lot more sense to me. Whoa, that's a good charm. Yeah, well, we can work on card advantage, Patron Red. I promise by adding wizards, you will be getting card advantage really easily. You just have to trust. I don't like Devouring Light. Seems a bit expensive. And yes, Convoke is a real cost. Pause for Reflection, I'm also not a big fan of. Reigns is okay. Tameo Collector? Tameo Collector feels crazy. I like the rest of these, though. Yeah, Spike Weaver is a good suggestion. Anyway. Willbreaker in. Step through. Trinket Mage. Archaeomancer. Ephemerate. I'm going to go over all this soon. Don't worry about it. Spell Seeker. Tameo is amazing for recurring Tezzeret and other removal pieces. Every time I've had her, it's been crazy. Okay. 4 mana Tameo is not a bad card. I know what it does. This Tameo does everything better, and you can step through for her. Just saying. Why do we need old Tameo when we can step through for this Tameo? It's a wizard. Patron Red says, wait. Vidalkin? Oh my god, I've never even realized. Okay, great. Your eyes are opening up now. You're seeing. You're seeing the world as it was meant to be seen, which is beautiful. Okay, Archaeomancer is also back in. So, is also in, rather. So, great. We have now established the reason why we're wizard cycling. Dismissing a Dream is too expensive. I'm not a big fan. What is Spell Seeker getting? 2 mana ramp? It gets so much, it's gonna make your fucking head spin, dude. You're gonna be blown away by how much this card does. Okay, let's get Decisive Denial as removal spell of choice, I think. There it is. And then we can go pull for tomorrow. Okay, so here's the gist of the wizard cycling package and cross. Yeah, you have 2 mana ramp. That doesn't matter. So, step through. Wizard cycle. You get Archaeomancer. Archaeomancer gets step through. You step through for Spellseeker. Spellseeker gets Ephemerate. You can now loop fucking Requisition Raid every single turn. Because you Ephemerate the Spellseeker, you get Requisition Raid, you Requisition Raid someone. Next turn, you Archaeomancer, Ephemerate the Archaeomancer, get back Ephemerate with the rebound. You Ephemerate the Archaeomancer, you get back Requisition Raid. You Requisition Raid someone. And now you have a goad loop. Yeah, Displacer Kitten plus Archaeomancer is really gross as well. But just envision this. Trinket Mage is another thing you can Wizard Cycle for, which gets Astral Cornucopia, which then gets proliferated a ton, which then, you know, like, I don't need to go into all that. Generally speaking, I do not like Dreamtide well. I think it's always better as a Thrumming Bird. Because you're only triggering it once a round, which is the exact same thing as Thrumming Bird. Grateful Apparition's the same way. And then finally, you can do Flux Channeler. Can I not spell? Mana value equals to proliferate ID equals white. Why not play the other Wizard Cycler? Because that one's 3 mana and can't be recurred. It is just a different card. Anyway, here's Grateful Apparition. I don't like patrolling pacemaker. Patrolling pacemaker. Yeah, of course. Nice pulls. But anyway, because it hinges on your opponents. Whale can proliferate easily 3 to 4 times. Okay, is it each player? Whenever a player, I see. That was only you. So I like Flux Channeler more because you can Wizard Cycle for it. You're never casting Step Through. Okay. I've never, ever said we're casting Step Through. Oh, because that's what Crowcore Games said. Yeah, we're never casting Step Through, but what's important is it's a sorcery. It's 1 mana less than Vidal Thing Aether Mage, so you can Archaeomancer it back. Probably Fathom Mage. You control. I don't like those words. Okay. We can put Dreamtide Whale back in. We made room. Instead of Clever Concealment, by the way, I am going to give you Eerie Interlude. It's not a free spell, but a Mass Flicker spell like this, although it sucks with counters, is a lot better with Archaeomancer. No Sword to Plowshare. So Swords to Plowshares is a good card. Synergy sometimes matters more at lower power level, though. Something to think about. Also, like Decisive Denial. Swords to Plowshares doesn't beat a Cyclonic Rift. This does. My deck next, says DT. Did you get a deck review? Read the description of the stream, please. Are you on the docket for today? Do we not want Paradox Haze for the extra proc of the Commander? Where we're going, Paradox Haze is bum value. Hardened Gust over Swords IMO. I do agree with that generally. Okay. Playtest. Filigree Vector's way too slow. 4 mana. Ugh, you know? Yeah, I don't like this hand that much. Then I also really don't like. Okay, we can put Congregation at the bottom. Windswept Teeth. I imagine this is some graveyard hate stuff as well. Okay, so let's get Hedge Maze. We don't have Hedge Maze. Do we have any Surveil Land? I generally disagree with that line of thinking, but here's Spar's Headquarters instead. Okay, well, I really don't want to miss my land drop. Well, bummer. I guess we could have Generous Patroned here instead, and it wouldn't have helped us. So, yeah, I think we do need to go up on lands then. We added more Proliferate, so cutting a little there is fine. Shouldn't you mull aggressively for turn 3 Commander? Okay, so I already had to put 1 card on the bottom, Leo. I've mulliganed 3 times by that point. I had a turn 2 ramp piece and 2 lands. I was presuming we were going to have a Surveil Land to look for another land. We didn't have that in the deck. So did you want me to go to 5? And also see in the future? Did you want both those things to be true? Okay, great. I think I have to take out Tommy Field Researcher, and it feels really bad because I like that card. This deck lacks Danny Pink. I think I agree with your assessment. Danny Pink is very good. I generally don't run them. Surveil lands are so broken. Please run them, please. Please run surveil lands. I'm prescribing you Hedge Maze and Lush Portico. Surveils are so broken, stupid, broken, dumb. You need to believe me. You also have a combo in the deck now a little bit with Trinket Mage. So you can go get Trinket Mage with Blitzball Stadium, and then you go Will Breaker, and then you Blitzball Stadium all of your opponent's creatures and steal them. Which is hilarious. For you. Okay. I think I like this, even though we don't have a turn 3 cross. Okay, watch this. Yeah, not Hedge Maze. We get Lush. Very good. Ooh, hello. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature you don't control, tap that creature and goad it. That doesn't work the way you want it to unless it has haste. This is a little awkward there. So I think this should become Danny Pink. Creatures you control. Ah, ha, ha, ha. No, no, no. I don't think we should be running that. The crowd goes well. It seems a little expensive. It's fine. The fact that he gives stuff trample is really nice. Okay, we can put Tameo back in because you like it so much. Surveil 1. Top. Biophagus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross. One, 2. Malevolent Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get Dreamroot Cascade. Dreamroot Cascade. Blue. Tameo. Or blue Tameo, I think. 1, 2. Experimental Augury. And then counter on a creature an opponent controls. Next turn. 2, 3. Trinket Mage. And tap not like an idiot. Get Astral Cornucopia. 1, 2, 3. Add a counter. There's Requisition Wade. White 1, 2. Ruin your life. 1 blue blue 1, 2. Archaeomancer return Requisition Raid. Yeah, it feels like card draws needed here. Let's get rid of crowd because we have tutors that can make this a lot more narrow. Pulls I like because you can put it under, or you can grab it with Spellseeker, but maybe instead what does Broker's Charm do? I can get behind that. Broker's Charm. I don't like Muddle. I'm not going to put Muddle in here. Strongly disagree with Muddle for this deck. Because there's no one card at mana value 2 where I'm like, ooh, I need it. Okay, I've already established that I don't really like Raft. Okay, so we have 2 slots. Let's add some more stuff that can flip in Tameo Inquisitive Student. So I think what that's going to look like is Chart a course. And Occult Epiphany, right? We already have, wait, what do we need Trinket Mage for? For Astral Cornucopia, Everflowing Child, Splitball, Stadium. You can literally, it's all 3 of our artifacts that we're running. Okay, here. So now I'm going to cut a plane. No. I'm going to cut a forest for a Tree of Tails. And then I'll cut a plains for a, yeah, Brainstorm and Brain Surge flip Tameo instantly. Yeah, we should probably actually run Brainstorm instead of Chart. I don't like Brain Surge as much for this list. Okay, but anyway, Tree of Tails in, and then Traverse in. Ulvenwald. There we go. So, Traverse the Ulvenwald, it works with instants and sorceries, of course, but it also works with Malevolent Rumble and Occult Epiphany, which we added. How many fetches for Brainstorm, though? We run enough, I think. Like, worst case, you just go cut a snow-covered forest for a Ash Barrens. And that's a nice budget way to add another shuffle in. You can also cut, like, Baras for Lorien Revealed. Because we have Surveils now, so a Tri-land is less likely to see play or get fetched. Why is Tameo so important to this list? Because it's fucking Tameo, dude. Why is Tameo so important to this list? A user who's never flipped Tameo in their entire life? Flipping Tameo is good. It's really strong. I mean Inquisitive Student. Yes! That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about flipping Tameo. What other Tameo flips? All right. Playtest. I would keep this hand. Temple Garden, Traverse, get Island. Island, Thrumming Bird. Plains, 1, 2, 3. Make a 0-3 fucking or 0-4 wall with flying. Yeah, good luck. -2. Pick a direction. Swing this. Proliferate this. Block with your wall. Next turn. Multiversal Passage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross. Plus this. You can target opponent, draw a card. Swing with this. Proliferate this. Put a counter on the creature that's most likely to attack Teo. Next turn. Dink. I don't know if I'm vibing with the Kami. We removed a lot of the counter your own stuff things. Like, Incubation Druid doesn't require as much build around, which is kind of nice. I think maybe just the birds would probably bring you a long way. You do have a lot of 3-drops now. Or Noble Hierarch. I don't know if I can afford a burbs. Can you not afford a noble hierarch? That's so sad. Despicable. I guess you just land anywhere else. I think it's not bad to grow your own thing and be a backup for Willbreaker. Also cross taps so you can go face. I fail to see what this has to do with anything I was talking about. Because the deck in general is built around killing your opponents. Oh, never mind. Birds is cheaper than I thought. Yeah, like Birds is not like $30. Either way, Noble Hierarch, I like more than Birds. Exalted matters a lot more often than you think. We don't have blue. We don't have blue. We only have one land. We have blue, but nothing else. Okay, well, let's just hope we don't get brainstorm locked, I guess. Okay, just like that, we're God. Oop. Ding ding. Next turn. Multiversal Bash is on green. Biophagus. Edge Maze, Surveil 1. Drumming Bird. Keep that on top, actually. Holy smokes, we need that. Hushwood Verge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross. And we can do that like that. And then we can do this. Honor. Hit you. Oh, now we can goad that creature every turn of the game with Thrumming Bird? Like, come on. Why wasn't Thrumming Bird in here before? Yeah, Dreamtide Whale, eat your heart out, dude. Anyway. Okay, here's where you do something fucking vile and evil, dude. You pass. You swing this, and then you pass, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you have to just pass normal style. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, no, this is Eldritch Evolution. I'm an idiot. That's not how this card works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Archaeomancer, bring back Honor. Contentious Plan. And then this turn, you get to do something evil. 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Evolution, Archaeomancer into Willbreaker. Oh, here's Generous Patron. Here. I'll support. Yeah, spell or ability. I'll put a counter there and a counter there. I'll take those creatures. White. Honor. Here, I'll honor your creature by gaining control of it. So you just stole 3 creatures in a single turn. Tapped and goaded them. Wait, no, because they're yours by the time you put the counters on. Anyway, swing. Put another counter on all of them. And then if you make it here, you just win. Yeah, Cross has an insane overlap with Willbreaker. It's kind of stupid. Can you guys tell I was high recently? Very important questions that you need answers to when you're high. I think my unwillingness to bully a pod that actively plays 3 and 4s against me might have been holding me back. My friend asked me, how many beetles could you take in a fight if you were shrunk down to beetle size? And I was like, 0. There's no shot a beetle isn't like 50 times its like strength at its size. But anyway, yeah, Patron Red. Willbreaker isn't even that mean, IMO. Like, honest to God, I don't think this card's that evil. Am I off base here? For thinking this card isn't that evil? Yeah, like, it dies to Bolt. Like, Willbreaker's so fair. Because, like, here's the thing. If you kill the Willbreaker, you get everything back. It's not that evil. Just remove Willbreaker. It's not that hard to play around. No, don't. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you didn't mean remove it from the deck. I was like, no, don't remove Willbreaker from the deck. Okay, listen, I am going to give you a little side discussion here. And that is Mother of Runes. If your deck struggles, run Mother of Runes, Giver of Runes, and Starfield Shepherd. You have a bunch of important 1-drops, right? You have Ingenious Prodigy, Tameo, Mother of Runes, Giver. So that's 4 1-drops that you're really happy to get with the Starfield Shepherd. Starfield Shepherd can get ephemerated. Also, Starfield Shepherd can get you your planes if you need to make your land drop for that turn. And all of this also protects your Willbreaker that's in play with no additional mana investment needed. It also protects Cross with no additional mana investment needed. So, consider. Consider heavily. I definitely wouldn't call them required. But if you find yourself running into a lot of resistance, this package of 3 cards will make you feel so safe, it's unreal. Anyway, thanks for getting a deck review. All right. I will not be at the stream. I'm purely a YouTube watcher. This is Jess. Okay. Yeah, so my cut recommendations for these would probably be something like Captured by Legax, as much as it's fine. Well, the support's kind of cool. It might not be worth cutting that then. I think Congregation, you don't really have a combo, per se. So it might be too slow. Baroker's Charm is number 2. And removal number 3... probably Chains of Plans. One of these more expensive protection spells. Okay, so we're going to do Jess's deck now, and that will give Harbar time to appear. So hello, Jess, in the future, watching this stream on YouTube. The deck is trying to win through Commander's mill ability. Originally tried to make it bracket 4, but didn't play well enough, and it was 2 hit or miss. So trying to power it down to a bracket 3 combo deck. When it worked, it was fun, but often had non-games due to running out of gas. If a card is more than $30, it'll get side-eyed, but don't let that stop you from considering it. No other mill cards aside from the Commander, and no Aetherflux Reservoir. Making the combo might feel right for bracket 3, and ensuring the deck has enough draw to not run out of gas. Okay, so first and foremost, duplicate. Are you bringing back fewer deck reviews? Oh, it's hope. Oh boy. Is the deck review not enabled right now? Fewer rewards, power-ups and channel points. Free deck review enabled on. Yeah, it's on. It's been on for the last 2 streams. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no. It's been there since Sunday. As mentioned. I didn't know it was a channel point thing. It is a channel point thing. You need 45,000, I believe the number is. Okay, so we are a mill deck. Mill deck that's tied to life gain. What on earth are you doing with Impassioned Orator in your commander deck? Like, are we... Huh? This is not better in every single way, chat. Anyway. I don't know if I'm entirely sold on these gain one more life insteads. Because we need a lot of incremental life gain. Okay, I don't know if I like incremental life gain as much as I like double your life total. Also, Pearl Sapphire Medallion, you can't be doing this in a 2-color deck. Commander Sphere ramping after you've played your commander is insane. I might just go down basically everything except for Arcane Signet. Okay, I like the Wind Crystal. You gain twice that much life instead. You gain twice that much life. Okay, we're cooking there. Will of Lost Dreams. It feels a little slow. This also 5 mana for this effect seems a little slow. I like it for 4. 5 is a little much. Once again, 5 is a little much. Okay, so what I'm noticing is we do not have a lot of life gain that is just like incremental. It's a lot of one and done. I also just don't like the sorcery speed removal, even though it does gain you life. Like, Beacon of Immortality. Very good. Blue Crystal's way too slow. We're milling like 5 billion cards. Adding 4 to that does not matter. Okay, I can believe War Report is good. However, I think something like Riot Control would be a lot better. Like, okay, great. It's already in. Yeah, so I want more Beacon of Immortality style effects here. That seems a little slow. Okay, I like the silence. I don't know if I like Light of Hope. Okay, so we managed to cut down. We need to get more lands in here. Beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life. Oy. Okay, so we have a blank slate here, full of a lot more. Okay, there's not enough that makes me interested in those. So double life total. We don't really have a lot of evasive things for Celestial Mantle. Soul Link is fine. Okay, I think O gain each. Sphinx of Revelation seems bad. Is there just a life gain nuke spell that gains you like 1 billion life? That's Angel of Destiny, which I do not think is perfect for this deck. I think Angel of Destiny is a little awkward. To spend 9, gain 20, that seems very slow. Call me crazy. Yeah, Delaney's around. You can go mom package. Okay, like that makes some sense to me. I'm just curious if we can get more like life gain that like gains you a ton of life. Or is Beacon of Immortality the only way to go about doing that? Well, cost reduce, game big spells. So I think you're failing to understand that I want life gain in this deck, not life gain payoff. Life gain payoff, we win. Life gain payoff already happened. We're good. Like even Drogskill Reaver is like bad. They gain for each creature. Yes, right, control. We're there. We already have it. So here's my next thought. Let's add more protection for hope. So we can go Mother of Runes. Let me double check the budget here. The card is more than $30, it'll get sided. Okay, great. Mother of Runes in. Recruiter of the Guard. This grabs Delny, Sarah Ascendant, Mother, Esper Sentinel, Spark Double. Grabs a lot. Okay, great. We can also get Felia. Right, this creates a flick. Oh wait, no, Felia is actually worse than in this certain deck, in this type of deck. It's worse than gosh, Soul Herder. Soul Herder. Soul Herder can get got by Recruit of the Guard, make a value loop. Mother of Runes already in, Giver of Runes can also come in. Sanguine Sacrament. Gain twice X life. Okay, so this is worse in every single way than Heliod's Intervention, which is already in the deck. Okay, great. So let's get Muddle. Muddle to make sure lets you tutor for Heliod's Intervention. Well, you could Illusions of Grandeur. That is fun. And with all the life gain doubling, Illusions of Grandeur also becomes a lot better. When it enters, you gain 20 life. When it leaves, you lose 20 life. And then you run Felia. Now Felia is now not better, but it's different than Soul Herder. So you can now flicker Illusions of Grandeur. And you can also do Touch the Spirit. No, that one doesn't work. It'd have to be like Flicker of Fate, which is a little bit weird. Fletchable with Spell Seeker. Ooh. So I don't think you do Wizard Cycling here. That being said, Spell Seeker should be in. Because Spell Seeker can, of course, Spell Seek for Heliod's Intervention. Okay, so we shouldn't really care about the board. So Cyclonic Rift out. And then you actually put in Enlightened Tutor. Because Enlightened Tutor can get either Illusions of Grandeur or the Wind Crystal. Okay, so maybe we do step through. ephemerate Archaeomancer. Maybe you do this because you can now go step through and then get Spellseeker and then get Enlightened Tutor, which then gets your combo pieces. Your Shelter Rule works in Hope, by the way. It gives you double end step trigger. I don't know. I don't think we need to really worry about doubling Hope. I'll try not to make everything a Flicker deck challenge impossible. Flicker's just so good here. For like a combo deck like this, it's so broken. Sakashima would be pretty good, yeah. It's just expensive, right? It flickers as well. I'm well aware of what Yasholta does. Whoops, wrong Sakashima. It's $30 though. Nah, it's not worth $30. Yeah, Space-Time Anomaly would be fine. I think we need to get more Grave Hate in this deck. And I think the way that you do that is with Sand Scout. Since we're now a flickering deck. So Sand Scout and Trinket Mage. Soul Guide, Lantern. Relic of Progenitus. Sorry, I don't know what the fake cat girl's name is. Oh my gosh. Nightmare. Kill the streamer immediately. Scavenger Grounds. Just play Rest in Peace? No. You're incorrect for thinking this. I'm sorry. Because we have graveyard loops with Archaeomancer. We don't want to hit our own graveyard. Unless we absolutely have to. Why? Because we have Ephemerate loops with Archaeomancer, which uses our graveyard. We get fucked. We get fucked. We do not want that. Chefette Dunes. Ipnu Rivulet. We don't need more hope. We don't need more hope. I think this will become clear. We have too much hope even. Okay, so we have 3 deserts, Scavenger Grounds included. Arid Archway needs to come in as well. So now you have a way to Grave Hate, which is important because if you mill everyone and one person has an Emrakul, or not Emrakul, an Ulamog, you lose. You lose. So we want to avoid that. Or Chameleon. Chameleon can't be tutored by Recruit of the Guard, though. Yeah, it's a 2/3. He's too big. I think let's get more advantage. So I'm going to do Pull from tomorrow, which is a perfect thing to have in your Spellseeker package, right? Draw X cards. Great. Damage Paladin plus Resplendent Menford for infinite or nah? Nah. I don't think that's the kind of deck we want to be doing. So what now? 7 slots. Let's maybe drop a Lorien Revealed. It's card draw. It's also another land drop. Oh, it's already in. Beautiful. More advantage. Are we doing Aetherflux? Aetherflux is banned from the conversation. You cannot talk about Aetherflux. That was part of the briefing. Mind Skinner. Like Mind Shitter. Yeah, Voice of Victory, Abolisher. We already have Silence that can get grabbed by Spellseeker, but having these that can get got by Recruiter, probably worthwhile. Mind Skinner, Celestial Mantle. 3 mana mill 30 is bad, yeah. It's not mill 30, it's mill 10 for each opponent. Oh, have you had anyone not run enough lands today? Yeah, this deck didn't. Profane Memento. Yeah, we'll sign a piece might be worthwhile. I don't hate it, but the only mill we're doing is the commander. Yeah, that's 33 opponents low. It's just very useless to analyze it that way. Yeah, let's do will sign a piece. Thraben Charm. Can grab Zern Orb with Trinket Mage. I don't hate that suggestion. Yeah, sure. Lol. Yeah, Pardon Gust. Swords is already in. Solitude. Yeah, Solitude's probably it. Solitude is a removal spell. You can get off Recruiter. You can also Solitude your own creature to gain a bunch. All right. All right. Draw. Grand Tower. Next turn. Island. Pass. Thalia. Flash in. Next turn. 1/2. Sand Scout. Arid Archway. Bounce Island. Move to combat. Swing with Thalia. Flicker the Sand Scout. Play Sheffet. Dunes his land for turn. Ipnu Riverlet. When the Sand Scout comes back. I mean, this assumes that someone rampant growth, but that's not that hard to believe. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Wind Crystal. Maybe tap less like an idiot. Maybe play a tap land this turn. Afterwards, gain 4 life. Next turn. Attakar Waste. 1, 2. Grand Abolisher. 1, 2. Hope. Pass. Next turn. Island. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bark double on Hope. Next turn. Here we go. Gain 2 life. White 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X is 6. So you'll gain 6 life, which turns into 24 life. Because you double it, then double it. And then everyone mills 24, 48, 52. And then someone mills over an Eldrazi Titan. You don't have Graveyard Hate up to exile it, and then you lose. Would 38 lands be enough in an Earthbending commander? No. No, it wouldn't be. I'd run 42 with MDFCs. Okay, here's hope. Okay, Souls Attendant sucks. At least Sarah sent it. I can pretend it's a good card. You know what I mean? All right, let's add Starfield Shepherd. Needs more mill support. I think you're wrong, but that's okay. I would not keep this hand. I would keep this hand. We're now counterspell free the entire game. Too little. Way too little. Get Sand Scout. 1, 2. Arid Archway. Bounce planes. Replay planes as land for turn. White, blue 1. Soul Herder. Turn 5, we have 5 lands. Flicker Sand Scout. Get Ipnu. Ultimate Magic Holy. Indestructible until end of turn. Okay, there's a Zurin Orb. Blue 1 Hope. Blue 1 Go. Pass. Okay, I've noticed that the rats are really gumming up our hand, and we probably just have too many. Because we would not have wanted to wrath this entire game. Anyway, Flicker Recruit of the Guard. Recruit of the Guard gets Spark Double. Next turn, we did not draw land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spark Double Hope. Pass. Harden Gust something to keep it alive. Next turn. Relic. Zurin Orb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beacon, target yourself. In response, sack all your lands. Gain a bunch of life. Double that mill. That would probably be enough. Go didn't do anything because we didn't draw lands. All right, I'm going to cut some of this removal. I like Fumigate because it's on theme. So it's Wrath. Vanquish. Okay, maybe you keep 3. Although you could go like Winds of Abandon, which is better single target. And then it can be a Wrath if you need it. And then you don't really care if your opponent's redevelop because you just can go Grand Abolisher into your combo. And then instead we can now add another sort of spell that gains life or some other object. Gain life. So the goal here, when I say we have too many rats, that doesn't mean we're replacing rats for rats. Midgar Satan, we're trying to replace a wrath with something that is not a wrath. Ideally. Maybe it's Alhammer's Archive again. It's not my favorite. God, I wish we had better life payment, because Children of Corliss is broken. But sadly, black is the only one that can really use Children of Corliss well. Like, white has options, it's just that they're typically dead options. Like, they don't have individual good card quality. Whereas black has cards with individual good card quality, and they also happen to pay life. Bottle Gnomes is entirely necessary. I think you're smoking crack. Okay, I can believe it. It's funny. I like it. Okay. I think this is good to go. Thank you for getting a deck review dress. Okay. Harbar! This is your final call. Are you present? It says to wait for you. I thought you meant Sphinx's revelation, not Sphinx of the Revelation. I was like, yeah, Sphinx's revelation fucking sucks, dude. What are you on about? 4 mana for my first life and card. Get real. Whereas here it's like, this is better. No, I meant that Sphinx. Okay, great. And then it was a misunderstanding. All right, it does not appear that we have Harbar. Harbar says, I'll be present, wait for me. So I'm not doing it without Harbar. So YouTube, that'll be it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get your deck review by reading the description below. As for